Why would you want to foster? Well, you would want to foster, you need to take pigs away from a sow, piglets away from a sow who's just had a huge number. Most sows will have at least, or should have at least 16 functioning nipples when they start. Now, as a sow gets older, it's likely that she will lose one or two of those nipples. So when you're fostering, you need to look at the udder line of the sow and make sure that the sow you're going to add piglets to has actually genuinely got enough nipples there to take those pigs you're going to put on her. So that's the first thing. We've got to deal with big litters. A very important part of the gilt's life cycle is the first lactation that she has. And it is very good practice to make sure that the first lactation that she has, she suckles plenty of pigs. You need to have your gilts suckling 12 to 13 piglets on their first litter. No matter how many they've had, you need to find piglets from other sows and add to these gilts to make sure they get up to that number. Another reason for fostering is you don't want to have a sow who has only got 4 piglets and another sow who's got 12, because both those sows are going to get fed exactly the same amount of food. So one sow is going to have to work exceptionally hard while the other sow is just going to go and get fat and big. When do we foster? Well, the first thing is, whatever you do, don't foster too early. It's very, very important. In fact, it's vital that all the piglets get colostrum. We would leave them for at least 12 hours after birth. So as a rule of thumb, once the umbilical has dried up, then that's fine. Then they've been born more than 12 hours and you can start to move them around. Now you can move piglets on and off sows up to the second day after she's farrowed. So if she farrows on the 5th, you can then move piglets on that day, that morning. You could move on the 6th and you can move on the 7th. But after you've been round on the morning of the 7th, don't do any more fostering either on or off.
Although it is common to see pigs carried by the hind legs, and sometimes more than one pig at a time, this is not best practice, because there is always a risk of damaging the delicate hock joints or hip joints in the back of the pig. It is far better to lift the pig under the tummy or under the chest by a lift and scoop method. An alternative, particularly for the smaller pig, is to gently grab them over the loin and lift the entire weight of the piglet from its back, where it will not cause any damage. You can then steady the piglet under its chest with your other hand. If you need to move pigs over a distance or a quantity of pigs, it is far better to put them in a small transport box of some description, which could be carried or wheeled or even on a tractor.